It's November 20th, 2024, and so we're getting to the end of 2024, so it is time for a lot of new companies come out with clubs for 2025. Now, so I'm going to go through the newest clubs that we have that we are going to start in 2025. And today I'm just going to go over what's available so that you can decide what you want to join. And then our first live stream of 2025, I will go into detail of what I'm doing so that I don't get us all confused. But we have 4 brand new clubs. They're all very different. I think there's going to be something for all of you guys. So, and I'm going to try to go through slowly to tell you all the details on all the things. And the last live stream of the year will be December 2nd. And on that one, I'm going to show you everything I stitched for the entire year. And then the 2025 plan will be in January. So we're going to start with our very first club. It is by It's So Emma. And it's brand new. It's called Seed Packets, and it is a 12-month series. And join us to create a beautiful cross-stitch garden, 1 flower seed packet at a time. We're going to go from daisies to zinnias. Each month's design will remind you of a vintage seed packet featuring charming hand-painted illustrations. So shout out to Denise and Brittany who put all of this together. Brittany did all of the designs based on vintage seed packets, and then Denise did all of the finishing. So we're going to talk about the club. The club, each month, if you sign up for the club, you get the chart and 7 classic color work floss each month. And then if you're in this club, you get the pattern 10 days before it is released to the public. It is a 12-month program from January to December 2025, and it will ship around the 3rd of each month. So again, the club is the pattern and floss, no fabric, and no finishing kit. So let's talk about that. Right here, if you want to stitch all 12, you want to get the natural 14 count Aida 36 by 51. It is going to arrive in December. This is just an example. So this is not online yet. December 2nd, 3rd, 4th, something like that. Now we stitched the model, Cheryl stitched it on natural 14 count Aida, and that's got these little specks are part of the fabric. Now if you want to buy a smaller count of this, you can. If you buy the 1 yard cloth, it comes with exactly how you would need to cut your fabric. It is expensive, but in the end, it's much more economical to do it this way than to buy individual packets. But it's up to you. Maybe you don't want to do all 12, so you can decide. And this gives you enough for a 2.5 inch margin around. So again, natural 14 count Aida by Witchell, not in stock until December. And then you've got a cutting guide for it. Now we worked with Lady Dot Creates. We worked with Lady Dot Creates to do a finishing kit. This is not part of the club. It's totally separate. And what that is going to be is you're going to get an 11 by 13 inch Osnaburg fabric, it's very textured and kind of linen-y. It's thicker. And you're not going to stitch on it. It's just going to be for the finishing here. And then this is going to be a rickrack. So you get the 11 by 13 inch finishing fabric for the board. And then you get rickrack. And this is just how it comes in a big piece, and we trimmed this down. There's going to be a video that is going to release on December 10th. That's going to tell you exactly how to do this. And just, it's just a very thick fabric. It's all hand dyed, and so each month when you order, you can get these 2. Now, it's very limited because she hand dyes everything. So we get the maximum amount she's able to do, and then when we sell out, we order more, and then there's about a 2-month wait time. Again, not part of the club. And each finishing kit, basically we gave Lady Dot Creates, we gave her the floss, and then she is matching the rickrack and the fabric. So the rickrack will be different each month. The Osnaburg fabric will be different each month. It will all coordinate. Okay, now also So that's not available till December, January. The last item is going to be this wooden piece right here. It's called 7" by 9" walnut wood shelf sitter. We had this made and we designed it to match the seed packets. So we designed it so you have a certain amount here, and you can use this for any cross stitch design, but we specifically made it for this. We are making ours where we're gluing it down. It would be really hard to interchange them with the Osnaburg fabric. We couldn't figure that part out. So this one is just a little bit different because it's unique finishing, and we used an Olfa rotary cutter here. That's the scallop. That will also be in stock in December. So kind of you can see at the end of the year we're kind of putting everything together to get it ready for 2025. So again, finishing tutorial Tuesday, December 10th. The club comes with floss and pattern. The finishing kit is separate, and the shelf sitter is available separately. The only thing you can buy today is the club. And throughout the month, you'll start seeing other things. And then we're hoping that we can do another finishing with this side for something else. And I think you're going to really like that finishing. It's really unique. It's different. It does use a sticky board, but with this fabric, interchanging it would be really hard with magnets, and so that's why we didn't do it. And I actually finished this one. Now, the idea for all of this is Denise, but I actually did finish it. So if I can do it, I know you can do it. And again, that video is coming out December 10th. And if you want to make the seed packets in a different fabric, do they make natural in other? I don't think they make natural in anything except Ada. So I'll have to look into that and get back to you guys. But for now, I think we're just recommending Ada. We'll have to see if maybe people in the comments can give a suggestion for another fabric. We really like the little specks. It just adds something to it. These are nice, simple designs, very easy. And again, the called for thread is Classic Colorworks. Is that right? And let me look at one thing. Yep, and we only listed Classic Colorworks because, I'll show you why. The back of the pattern is the full front, like the full pattern. It's a double-sided, and so there was just not enough room for a DMC to be listed, because we wanted the pattern to be as big as possible so that you could see it. And the pattern is in color. So that is Seed Packets Cross Stitch Series for 2025, available from It's So Emma and Fat Quarter Shop. So that's club number 1. And if you want to see the scallop, this is what the scallop looks like. And we do go into detail on that finishing about how to use it. And you can see we used it for the Osnaburg fabric. Potato Lugano would look nice per Sarah Brewer. So that's, yeah, I agree with that. So hopefully you like this. I'm super excited about it. And I'm really excited because we have kind of the full thing for you. So you don't really have to think about how to finish it. The next club we have talked about once before. It's called the Sweet Seasons Cross Stitch Club by Stitching with the Housewives. And it's available exclusively at Fat Quarter Shop. Now with this club, you get a package, and in that package you get the full color cross stitch pattern designed by Priscilla and Chelsea at Stitching with the Housewives. You get 6 skeins of Classic Colorworks floss. You get a quilting cotton fabric. That's a Henry glass fabric you can use to finish it. You get an enamel needle minder instead of an enamel charm. It comes in a cute zipper bag. This year, the zipper bag actually has their logo on it, which is super cute. The shipping months are February, May, August, November. They all finish at 5x7, and they all have a Sweet Seasons theme. The one difference is we are not including the cross stitch fabric this year. The reason why is we could not get enough of the fabric. So let's talk about, again, the club has everything except for the cross stitch fabric. So let's talk about, if you're going to do this, your options. Priscilla and Chelsea are going to be stitching their piece on T-dye 28 count Monaco. That comes prepackaged from DMC in a 20 by 24 inch size. That's what Priscilla and Chelsea are doing. I'm stitching mine on 14 count pale gray gingham by Fabric Flair. Now, if you look at this, I will be changing out my backgrounds throughout because I have to, because I'm using a white fabric, whereas they are using a brown fabric. So you can decide what kind of fabric you want to do. I had so much fun stitching this on the cruise I went on with Priscilla. So many fun stories from that. And this one is so cute. So you can kind of like think about what you think it says. And this one again is going to be throughout 2025. There are 4 of them. Again, the themes all go together. Sweet Seasons Cross Stitch Club. The Stitch Quarterly Club will continue in 2025. Since that's ongoing, we didn't include it in this section. So that's club number 2. At the end, I'm going to kind of show all 4 clubs together just so you can kind of see. And they're all structured differently with thread, fabric, pattern, and that is all based on availability of supplies. And that's how we try to do everything we can to get everything included, but not everything is always available. The next club I'm going to show you is Monthly Mini Village Cross Stitch Club. Super excited about this. We got an email from Country Cottage Needleworks last week. And so the way that we're going to be doing this club at Fat Quarter Shop is you get 12 designs monthly over 12 months, January through December. You'll get them the month before. So like January's will ship December of this year. Now our club is going to be different than other stores. What we're doing is you get, in the first month, you get a starter thread pack. So you get, you do not get all of the thread for the whole thing. You get 2 skeins of bamboo, 1 skein of the remaining fabrics, 1 skein of the remaining colors, and then you'll need to add to your packet like 3 more bamboo. You might need to add some more browns throughout the year. The reason we're doing it that way is that is what Diane could offer us. And Diane is the owner of Classic Colorworks. So in the club, you get the 12 patterns and a starter thread pack. We do have a cap on the spots on the club because Diane could offer us a certain amount. So once that sells out, we won't have the club anymore. I do expect it to sell out, but then you can always get the pattern from us. We're going to be putting the pattern online the same day as the club each month. You will need the fabric separately. So this is the fabric that Nikki calls for. This is Witchel's 32 count beautiful beige linen. So this is what the sample right there is stitched on. If you want to stitch on Ada, there is a 16 count beautiful beige. And those two, the 32 and the 16, are going to give you the size that you see on the right. I'm going to be stitching, but I'm going to do 14 count beautiful beige because I prefer 14 count. I love it. Now let's talk about the frame. The frame you have to purchase directly from the Family Tree Frames Etsy website. They do not wholesale to quilt shops. So to get information on the frame, you're going to want to go to the Family Tree Frames Facebook page or the Country Cottage Needleworks website for all the information on the frames. We won't have anything on the frames. Now, I'm not going to stitch, I'm not going to put mine in the frame. We're going to try to come out with something that would fit the 14 count that we can offer you guys. Obviously, it won't be similar, but more information on that in 2025. We just found out about this last week. So that's the 4th club. It's called Monthly Mini Village. 3rd club, what'd I say?
4th.
Oh, sorry. I can't count. So that's the 3rd club. The next club is the Bellus Silk Floss Club. So this club was introduced to us yesterday from Diane. She's the owner of Classic Colorworks. And if you've never stitched with Bellus, it is amazing. It is a 12-ply French silk. It's hand dyed by Classic Colorworks. Beautiful colors. And what she's doing is she's putting together 3 5-yard skeins monthly from January to December 2025. No pattern, no fabric, just 3 colors that go together great. So as you can see, January, her theme is probably snowmen or, you know, snow. I'm sure February will have some reds and pinks, and we have that available on our site. This club also has a cap because she can only offer each store a certain amount. So that one is available now. So those are the 4 clubs. So again, we have the Seed Packet Club. Comes with pattern and floss. Sweet Seasons Cross Stitch Club. Floss, pattern, accessories, no fabric. We have the Monthly Village Club. That comes with a starter pack and patterns. And then we have the Bellus Silk Club that is floss only. Okay, so now I'm going to answer questions before we move on, just to make sure I get all of the questions that you guys have on the clubs. What is the stitch count for the patterns? Okay, so I'll tell you. We're going to look real quick. I think it's on the front. So Seed Packet comes out at 5 by 7. The stitch count is 70 by 98. Sweet Seasons
I know it finishes at 5 by 7.
finishes at about 5 by 7. I don't have that pattern in front of me, so it's probably about the same, 70 by 98. The Monthly Village Cross Stitch Club, the stitch count is 45 by 125. Would you consider the color palette to be vintage colors?
For the Seed Packet.
For the Seed Packet, yes, we matched to the Seed Pack. We matched to the drawings. The Thread Club is once a month for 2025 only, so 12 months and then it stops. Now in 2 weeks when we do our next live stream, we're going to go over our Weeks Dye Works Club and our Classic Color Works Club and our NPI Club, just to kind of show you what we're doing for 2025. We kind of felt like that was a little too much to show for today. The Country Cottage Club patterns are in black and white. Will we be able to stitch the flower seed packets on Lori Holt's 14 count oatmeal? Will the colors show up well? Yes, I think they will. I think they will.
I know about stepping stones that may blend in,
The
but maybe not.
one of yeah, this one right here. So when you look at this, I mean, you'll just have to make sure this will show up and not blend in too much. And you could just do a floss toss on there to see what you think looks best before you start stitching. So those are our 4 clubs. Now we have new pattern releases we're going to go over, and there's a lot. So I'm going to kind of lay everything out before I go through it. So we published quilting patterns for Kim Deal, and she wanted to do a cross stitch pattern. So we thought, oh, that'll be fun. And she really, really likes the Big Hexy Project Bag by Lori Holt. This is a really, I mean, you can use my hand as a scale, really big bag. And she liked the yellow hexies, and she really wanted to stitch with Valdani floss. So let's talk about everything that's available in this. This is not a club. These are all individually patterned, individual items. So the easily distracted pattern is in color. It lists Valdani only. It's available as a paper or a PDF. It's published by Itsoema. And she tells you you stitch over 2 squares using 1 strand of Valdani size 5 pearl cotton. And I'm going to pull some of the thread out so you can see it. Now we have this easily distracted Valdani thread pack available at Fat Quarter Shop, and these are packets that Valdani put together for us. We should have plenty in stock. Once they sell out, we'll just reorder more. So first item is the pattern, second item is the thread, the third item is the bag. Now I don't think this will fit on a Mad for Plaid bag. I know that's probably going to be y'all's next question because this bag is much bigger. So when you're stitching with this, I would stitch with a size 20 or size 24 needle. This is pearl cotton. And we are starting to carry more and more of the Valdani by the skein. Now it is variegated, and that's also why we didn't list a DMC. There's a lot of variegation in this. So if we listed this color to DMC, it just really would not match. We kind of looked at it, and there's just really, also these are very primitive colors. That was really hard to, like, when we tried to match it to DMC, really not doable to give the look. So you can see the variegation. It's size 5, and you just pull the thread and you just use 1. So if you have a size 26 or size 28 and you try to thread this, I think it will shred your needle. So you'll have to see what you think. And I'm very interested to see what you guys think when you stitch this. And there's going to be 4 of these that come in this series. This is the first one. There is going to be a needle minder. No needle minder. Okay, I think the next one has a needle minder. And so there's going to be 4 of these that come out in 2025. I have seen the next one. I can't give you a tip on it. Now, I did want to let you know when we did a live stream with Shepherd's Bush on our channel that Ashley can link to, and they talk about opening the bag, where to start, how to stitch. Now, shout out to Kim Deal. She stitched this for us. I want to kind of show you the inside of this bag. And again, this is too big for Mad for Plaid bags. So basically, you can see on one side, this is all white, so it's easy to see. And if you look at that video, you'll just have to see that you'll just have to really go in. Now, what Kim did is she started in the center and then went up. You could measure it and go that way. You can do it any way you want. And this is the bag that will sit up. It has the gusset on the bottom. So it actually sits up. Front cam, sorry. Yeah, so it actually sits on its own. Now, if we run out of the big hexie bags, we have more on order. And I want to show you, one thing. And kind of show you why it doesn't really convert to DMC. This is one color. And when you're looking at it, it's light pink, dark pink. It's the same here, same here. So you're not going to get that variegation in a DMC. And with the one strand, that variegation shows up more than it would well, I guess not. It shows up more because there's one strand and there's no loop method to take away from it. So it does have a lot more variegation. And we're really hoping this appeals to primitive stitchers. And of course, you don't have to stitch this on a bag. The stitch count is 99 by 67. So you could stitch this on a fabric with this floss. You don't have to stitch it on a bag. If I was going to stitch this on a fabric, I think this would look really good on natural 14 count or natural. And I think you could just use this. Couldn't you just use this on 14 count?
I mean, you could probably use it on 10 count. I don't know. I think it would be too big.
Yeah, it might be too big, but I guess you'd have to see. For the monthly mini, the 14 count that I suggest is the beautiful beige. That's what I'm going to be using. So super excited about this. And this is a different look for us. So I'm very excited about it. I'm very interested to see how it does. Very interested to get into, we've gotten so many requests over the years to carry Valdani. And I really didn't want to carry it unless I had a product to support it. So thankfully now we have one and we can kind of delve into this market and kind of see where we go from there. So this is new item number 1. New item number 2 is the Merry Forever stamp, designed by Jocelyn. I just waved at Jordan, he waved back. So this is the Merry Forever stamp. It's a PDF pattern designed by Jocelyn, only available at Fat Quarter Shop. We stitched this on Beanstalk 14 count Aida by Fabric on a Whim. Shout out to Noelle who stitched the sample for us. We also have a thread pack. So you have a PDF pattern, a thread pack, and again, this is Beanstalk 14 count Aida by Fiber on a Whim. This one's super easy. It's 62 stitches by 62 stitches. You could easily stitch this on like a brown fabric. If you're stitching on a white fabric, you would have to change the bamboo to maybe vanilla custard or something like that. And then you'd have to do something darker for the elf's face. And this is part of our Forever Stamp series. This is the last one for 2024, but we do have some planned for 2025. This one finishes about 4 by 4. This is the soft white scallop wooden easel display. It's in stock now. And then when Denise finished it, she finished on these 2 Cozy Christmas SKUs, which are listed right here in the pattern. And then this is the Priscilla and Chelsea thread ribbon. And then Denise hot glued some jingle bells down. So that's our second new item. That's all in stock now. The next one is not in stock yet, but I wanted to show it to you before it comes out, especially for everyone in the club. This is Lori Holt's Stitch Card Set W. This is going to ship in early to mid-December. We get these stitch cards professionally printed, and so we have to wait for them to come in from the printer. So if you're in the club, this will be coming to you early December. I think these are super cute. I love this one. These right here were stitched by Cheryl on 25 count Shadow Lugana by Lori Holt. Now there will be a pattern. If you're in the club, that will come automatically to you. The pattern is paper only, not available as a PDF. Stitch Card Set W, and there will be a thread pack. That will all be available in December, so you could click to be notified for now, but for right now, there's nothing available, just this. So exciting, so cute. I love the colors. I love that this one, and this is the one that I always think looks so good. You could do them horizontally in one piece. They don't have to be individual. You know, you could do horizontal. You could do them vertically. This was my grandfather's name, so I like that one. Noel. He said it Noel, not Noel, but yeah. Yeah, so you could do them horizontally, vertically, so much fun. And I love these because the stitch count is 34 by 34. Super easy. You can get these done in one day. We do have spots in our Stitch Card Club. We're getting to the end. Once we get to Z, we're going to be all done, and we are going to be having a stitch along with this. So this you can look forward to in December, and I wanted to show it to you because our next live stream, this will be out before our next live stream. Then our fourth new item, super excited, this is Santa's Farmyard. So for the last 4 or 5 years, we have done a Jolly Housewives exclusive pattern that's designed by Priscilla and Chelsea of Stitching with the Housewives, and it's available at Fat Quarter Shop for the month of November, and then starting December 1st, it's available at both Fat Quarter Shop and Stitching with the Housewives. So I want to talk to you about the pattern, and I want to talk to you about all the things that go with it. I'm going to be stitching this along with you in December, and Priscilla's also going to be stitching along with this in December. So the finished size is 5 by 7. The stitch count is 70 by 97. PDF only. Now, Priscilla and Chelsea are stitching this on a white Monaco that they dyed evening blue. This is a digital copy because they are stitching the sample in December as part of the stitch along with me and you guys. Now, I am going to stitch mine. This is my little kit. This is my little kit, and I kind of want to show you how I do my kits. Now, you're going to see this. This is how we do my kits. I pull from thread I've already used. So bamboo, these are not full skeins. These are probably skeins that I've pulled from already. So we just put random skeins in there. Very little oranges used. The black obviously is not going to show up, so I will wing it. So like you can see, the pig is these two colors. I'll kind of show you how I wing it because I had to do that last night, and we're going to talk about that in a little bit. So I think it's really helpful. So, you know, you can see the pink is going to show up. The orange is, you know, hardly used. The brown is going to show up. This is like the brown right here. The red and the white will show up. The yellow will show up. It's going to be this black right here. And then I'll decide what I want to do when I get there. It's kind of funny because this is not backstitched, but on the screen it looks backstitched. It's not. It looks crazy. Okay, look at it on the front camera.
You can't see that.
Yes, you can. There's no backstitch. Okay, go back. Okay, so I might stitch it black. I might change it to like a gray, but what I will do is I will just stitch everything else and then come back to it, and that'll be the last stitch I do. And last night when I was doing my little thing I'm going to show you in a little bit, I stitched a couple colors, and then if I didn't like them, I pulled them out. So I stitched a couple, didn't like any of them, pulled them out. But I have stitched plenty of their Christmas on chalkboard black 14 count by Witchell. Because of that, I want to keep it all the same so that it can all go together. Speaking of Jolly Housewives, I have the new Jolly Housewives t-shirt on. So this is the front, and then I'm going to show you the back so you can kind of see.
Yeah.
So that's the front and the back, and this is available now. It is a collaboration with obviously Priscilla and Chelsea, and you can't really tell, but this is a lighter black and this is a darker black, super soft. I have on a size large. Sometimes I'll wear a medium, sometimes I'll wear a large. They shrink a little bit because it's 100% cotton, but these are now in stock. We have size small to 2X. The reason we do not have 3X is the manufacturer of this shirt no longer makes them. And just FYI, making shirts is not easy. It's one of the harder products to source because it's sourced in America, and it's just more of limited. Just more, I don't know how to explain it, but shirts are actually really hard for us to do. So there's that. The next thing I want to show you is a pop-up. Oh, no, it's not a pop-up. It's right here. This is a free PDF on Priscilla's blog, priscillas2000.blogspot.com. Her birthday was last week, And so she released a free chart on her blog. It's super cute. I've seen a lot of you have stitched it. So if you want to stitch it, go to her blog and download it. It's one of her freebies. And that is that. So cute. I don't know if I'm going to stitch it or not. I'm kind of considering it. Okay, the next thing, along with Priscilla and Chelsea, this is the last sayings of the season, winter. I just finished it 2 nights ago. So when I was on my cruise with Priscilla that I had so much fun on, I stitched this and then the sweet seasons. And this one was so fun. And just so you know, there is a little tiny bit of black Monaco left. We are going to cut that in December, and once we cut all the leftovers, we'll put it online, we'll put it on the What's New page, and that'll be all the black Monaco we have until TMC ever answers us, which I think will be never. Okay, so this is a club that has ended. It's called Sayings of the Seasons. You can get the paper PDF. No.
Only in the kit.
Only in the kit. Okay, that's right. You only can get this pattern in the kit. We have 4 kits left. I'm going to show them to you, how they come packaged. And then next year, you can buy the PDF patterns. So this is how they come packaged. Spring, summer, autumn, winter. So cute. And what's great about them is when they come, they're just like this. So you don't even have to open them. But I'm going to show you them all stitched. And I stitched all of these on black Monaco. And this was the 2024 club by Stitching with the Housewives. Now, the 2025 club is kind of the same thing where all the themes go together. And I'm going to show you all of them. And they're not in the order that I stitched. These are so cute. And I didn't make any changes or anything to these. I stitched just like they called for. I didn't make any color changes. That's good. So what we have left of the kits, that's it. Once they're gone, they're gone. But again, PDF will, like in March of next year, you can buy the PDF of spring on our site and Priscilla's. But for now, this is all you can get is a kit. My favorite is the autumn. And these are all, the information on finishing is available on the back of the pattern. This part is magneted down. Magneted, Jordan, what word is it? I put Denise put magnets on it. There, that's your word. Denise said it's I don't know what I said, but whatever. I don't think she thinks it's a word. So I think these are super cute. Now this one, what we're going to be doing is we're going to put this out in the office, or we're going to put it in a conference room or something, and then somebody's going to switch out the seasons, and we'll just put them in like a bubble bag and then switch them out each season. Or I might take it home and do it. I'm not sure. Super cute. But if you've stitched these, I would love for you to show them on social media. So cute. And we did use the Henry Glass fabric by Stitching with the Housewives on here. So like you can see these. And then this, we'll show them to you all finished. December 4th. So thank you to Priscilla and Chelsea for that. I love it. It's so cute. And then, okay, speaking of finishing things last minute, I finished this yesterday. I love this. I cannot wait to get this framed. I didn't even have time to text it to Lori to say I was done, but I'm so excited. So this is the Quilted Scarecrow that is designed by Lori Holt of Bee in My Bonnet. And it's a companion piece to the Quilted Scarecrow quilt pattern that is also available. And I finished it yesterday. So the pattern is available in PDF and paper. The stitch count that's called for is oatmeal 25 count Lugana. I stitched mine on oatmeal 14 count Ada, and I stitched on the modeled side. I can tell you I have been stitching with Lori Holt's new new needles, size 26. But I finished it yesterday. My mom had a doctor's appointment that was really long, and so I was stitching it. I think the doctor was looking at me funny, like, what are you doing over there, lady? But what I had done is outlined everything and done all of the hard pieces. So then I came back through and I did this and this, the hands, and then I kind of did this. And then I left just a lot of open stuff, and that's what I finished yesterday at my mom's doctor's appointment, and so excited to get it finished. I cannot wait to frame this. I'm going to take the one that I made last year, which is the Quilted Witch, right? We're going to take that to the framer, and we're going to probably use the same frame. Okay. And I mean, we'll see how it looks. I can't like guarantee that, but and we'll show this in the video in 2 weeks. Obviously it won't be framed because I can't get something framed in 2 weeks. Oh yeah, or we can take a picture of what frame we do. We'll see what if we even have time to go to the framer before the end of the year. We might not even have time. But it's so cute. I love it. And I kind of think it'd be cool if there was like a wall of just all of these like fall ones that Lori has done. There is a thread pack to go with this also. The stitch count is 165 by 175. Super big. So you can see on the 25 count it's 13 by 14, and on my 14 count it's bigger than that. It's like a little bit smaller. Oh, a little bit smaller than that. So probably 12 by 13 or so. So I got that done. Here's the back if you want to see the back. This was yesterday. I was like traveling all my fabric. I was like, I'm done. You can tell, look how neat it is over here when I first start. And then when I get done, I'm like, who cares? That's hilarious because that's how my life is. Now I've been working on the seasonal samplers. The first one I stitched was fall, I believe. The second one I stitched is winter. Now there's a spring and a summer, and I'm going to stitch those. Now this is a pattern set by Little House Needleworks, and it's a pattern and the floss. I don't think I've changed any of the thread. If I did, it was probably the white or something. I stitched the Scarecrow on oatmeal 14 count Aida. Okay, so this is the seasonal sampler. These are really quick and easy. Yeah, I do think I changed this to bamboo. These are just quick and easy, fun ones, and I was kind of hoping that once I get all 4 done, that I could just go get them all framed in one frame that matches, like, so that it kind of would go together, and then the same thing, I can just switch them out each time. Now this is the natural 14 count Aida. That's that same fabric that we're stitching the seed packets on, and I just really like it. I don't know, I love that it's so crunchy and thick too. This is, like I said, super quick. It's 45 stitches by 77. I can stitch these in a day. Super easy. And next year I'll have all 4 done. I might have all 4 done this year. We'll see how much time I have. We'll see how much time I have. Okay, so now I get to show you these. I finished all of the December square dance. I'm going to flip through them. This is a set of 4 patterns. They're called Square Dance Cross Stitch Pattern Set. So there's 4 patterns. You can buy them in the set or individually. I stitched all of these on tea-dyed 28 count Monaco, and with the starter thread pack, which was the thread that Heart and Hand called for, we changed one color out, I believe. And Denise is going to be finishing these in a piece that's all one piece. It's going to be exciting. I am so nervous. She's not nervous at all. We're going to see how it looks when it comes out. December 4th, it's going to be a video that comes out that shows you how to do it. Are you doing the video or me?
No, you'll show it on stream.
Oh, I'm going to show it on stream. But you're going to do a reel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're going to do a reel. I don't think it's going to be a tutorial because I think it might be too hard. So I'm going to show you all of them. And these are ones that come with, the buttons come in the pattern. Oh, you know what? Zoom out, Jordan. Let's do it this way. This will look better. And this will kind of give you a hint, that's good, of how it's going to look, because we bought something And Denise showed it to me, and I was like, "That's gonna look good," but I'm not doing it because it looks so hard. It looks so scary to me what she's gonna do. It's gonna be cute. Should I show them the thing? Should I give them a hint? I'm glad that Denise has confidence.
The prototype.
This is the prototype of what we're doing. Denise. So it's basically going to be soft and stable in here, a sticky board in here, and then she's going to put them on there. It's going to be January through December. This is for sale on our site. I wait till we finish it to make sure it works. And so the only thing that I did change on this is, oh my gosh, on these patterns, I'm just going to do it this way. It's going to be easier. On these patterns, all of the fonts were this dark brown. And I wanted it to be a little bit more, like not so dark. So I only kept February in that dark. And then I just pulled another thread from that month that was already called for, already in my thread pack. And again, these are by hands, Heart and Hand. And you can see it's kind of funny. I start in different spots each time. And this is that Monaco 28 count. And this is what Priscilla and Chelsea will be stitching the Sweet Seasons on. And December is my favorite. So I got all these done. I'm so excited. They're so cute. And I was so nervous to do this little back stitch here, and I got it. I was so excited. But yes, I'm very excited about this. I'm very nervous about the finishing, but I think it's going to be great. I just looks so hard. I'm so amazed that Denise thinks she can do it. These all have a stitch count of 40 by 40, and with that 28 count Monaco, they come out slightly under 3 inches. And very excited about the finishing on this. I didn't want to have 12 different finishes. Sometimes it's nice to have something all in one. And we're just trying to look out for products that we can do just to be different. And this one's going to be different. So super excited and very excited I got this one done. This is done 1 month early. I'm only a little bit behind. There's only 3 things I'm behind on. I'm not even going to mention what they are because I'll probably be done by next month. So let me know which one your favorite is. Mine is December and probably February. The January is my least favorite because I have all these French knots and I just don't know. They're just a lot. Okay, also on my stitching. Okay, the Blooming Roots series is a cross stitch club that is floss and pattern only by Stitching with the Housewives. So the very first house is right here. This one was
Pumpkin Boulevard, I think.
Pumpkin Boulevard. This was Poinsettia Place. There's another one.
Yeah, you have more. I just finished the first one because it was...
Oh, but I have more stitched.
Yes.
Okay, so let's not try to remember which ones I've stitched. Because that's too much. We'll show that next time. So this right here is a frame, and it's called White Shabby Chic 4.5 inch square frame. It's not in stock yet. It will be in stock December. This is our prototype. So that's why only one is done. So I have this one finished, and then I'm gonna just keep finishing them. I've been changing them up just a little bit. Some of the windows now have colors. I'm leaving them all open. Some of them are a little taller. I'm just taking a couple of rows out because I want them to be able to fit in here. Now this has all kinds of stuff around it. It's got like vines. I'm only doing the house. So the next one is Snowdrop. We do have spots in this club because some people didn't pay. Once we fill it up again, it'll close. And Denise did film a video on how to do this. It's going to release on December 3rd. And in this one, we did use a very thick, soft and stable, and it gives it that puffy look. At first, we tried nothing. Then we tried an 80-20 batting, and then we tried 2 stacks of 80-20, and then we tried soft and stable, and we think that looks the best.
And that uses 2 soft and stable.
and it uses 2 soft and stable. So what we wanted to do was really fill it up so that it squished in here, and then once you do that, it's super flat and you don't have to worry about glass. So again, this is the Blooming Roots series. I think 4 are out right now. And then Priscilla and Chelsea are finishing theirs totally different on a Flower Lane cottage cross stitch display. That information is on the back of the pattern. And I stitched on pale gray gingham. They stitched theirs on 28 count Monaco. I have been stitching like crazy. I feel like I'm so inefficient, and then I come and do these live streams and I'm like, oh, I did get a lot done. Okay, I also worked on this on the cruise. I forgot a couple of stitches though, now that I'm looking at it. Thank goodness, I just noticed it. Okay, Denise, don't finish this yet. I forgot all the lines. All the reindeer lines. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is the word swap. So there are 12 of these plus bonuses. This was the December word swap. I didn't do November. I skipped that one because it was harvest and I just ran out of time. So this one is the whitewash board 14 count, and I'm putting it basically 3 stitches down and 3 stitches up. And I have a ton of these done. We're going to show them in the next video. I just need to add all of that, and I might add a little eye right there. This one was really fun, easy. I'll take this to my desk and finish it tonight. Okay, so that's Santa Claus. And then Quilter. Do you have the pattern? Yeah, I think it's in my bag. Okay, so I started this last night, and this is how much I got done in about, I don't know, 2 hours. So let's talk about what I'm doing. First of all, I'm going to give a shout out. I'm going to do a pop-up and shout out to Connie Dunn. I saw this when I saw her Instagram post when I was on the ship with Priscilla, and I was like, this is the inspiration I'm going to use. So let's look at it now here. So what I did is there was the cross stitcher piece, and I took all the floss from the cross stitcher piece, put them in here. I will, once I finish, give you all the floss colors. So I did, see, she has all 4 of these as blue with pink. So I did 4 different star colors. And then, can you zoom way in? Do you think it'll show? Okay. So right there, I did white inside each of the flowers, and then white here. And then if you look, she has kind of a cream called for here. So I tried tea and biscuits. It looked horrible. I tried like a light pink. It looked horrible. And kind of I would stitch and then unstitch. You can see because I have that big hole right there. So then I thought, you know what? Let me just start over here. I'm going to do a couple letters, and then I'm going to come back, and I think I'm just going to do white. I think white will just look good. And then I have 5 colors in here. So I have yellow, pink, dark blue, green, aqua. So that's 5. So I'll figure out how to stretch those out over the spools. And then what Priscilla did is she did a cross stitch, and then she put stitches over the cross stitch. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to do the cross stitch. And I am going to change this brown for the spools. I'm changing to gray because on the cross stitcher there was a gray in my bag already that I can use for that. So basically I'm going to put these right next to each other, and because of that I'm trying to keep the colors matchy-matchy, and I could just pull from the kit I already had. I did have to buy bamboo and black coffee, and I'm trying to just customize it so it looks more like the other one I did. So again, 12-month series, with a lot of bonuses. I don't know, I think they're like at 4 now. It's so funny. So I got this started last night. I'll probably have this done in like 2 or 3 days, pretty quick. My son is now, both sons finished, or 2 of the 3 sons finished basketball. My other son and daughter, one's in band, one's in drill team. They're in playoffs, so that has not ended. And now one of the sons is playing basketball, so that started a couple weeks ago. So I can do this at basketball games. The cottage temperature, I got October done. And then I just have November, December to do. So in 2 weeks, I'll do November, and then I'll do December, and then I'll probably just frame this. I'm really not sure how we're going to finish it. We haven't gotten that far. And to be honest, I really want to be finished with everything December when I have the next video. I want everything to be done. So I'm probably going to look at expected temperatures for December and just stitch it, because I want to show you everything next time. The only thing that I have started that will not be finished will be the houses on Pumpkin Lane. But it's going to get done. It's just going to be 2025. So super cute. Okay, now I'm going to answer questions, and then we're going to show you some of Cheryl's new stuff. And I want to answer questions before I keep going so I don't get confused. What stitch count is the bag? I'll tell you the pattern, but it's obviously much bigger. The big Hexie project bag is 13.5 by 11.25, and your stitch count is 99 by 67. Is there a plan to do a stitch along with stitch card designs? Yes, and it's drawn up, but Lori has not finalized it. So we're waiting on Lori to finalize that, but it's super cute. I can tell you it has a jar theme, but we're still, she has had so many deadlines, and she moved last year. So when she moved, that kind of moved some of her deadlines back, because obviously her family comes first. But yes, we are doing a stitch along. We're waiting for her to finalize it. What is the most popular one to date? I don't remember the letter, but the one that had the sewing theme was the most popular. Santa's Farmyard finishes at 5 by 7 stitched on what count? 14 or 28. Because Priscilla and Chelsea, they only stitch on Monaco, and they only stitch on 28 count. Oh, this is a good idea. Can I see Santa's Farmyard? I'm going to show this, and this is a really good idea. I saw it earlier. Ren posted this, and I think this will look really cute. We have to figure out where we put it on the floor, which means, who knows, because there's a lot of stuff in here. So her idea, thanks, is to put Piggy right here, right?
Yes.
So I do have Piggy drawn up and I have it saved in an Excel file because Priscilla drew it up. It's on her blog at priscillas2000.blogspot. But you know that would be so cute to make all of these piggies. But then the goose would look funny. Oh my goodness. Or maybe I'll just do him as a piggy. We'll have to see. See, now I'm going to get into territory where I'm going to start changing everything around. Okay, Beth said, so you probably won't be getting any more of the black Monaco. Okay. So let me tell you about black Monaco, the way it started. We had to order like thousands of yards. I don't even remember how many. It was a ton of yards. So we bought it, and then it started selling quickly, and then we held it for the club, and now we just have a tiny bit left over. Like whatever's left over from those rolls from our club is all we have left. We have to cut that down. It won't be online until December because we have to cut it and see what's left. And then after that, we're assuming we can't get more. DMC said that they don't have a source for it anymore. And if we were going to do tea-dye Monaco for that club, we would have had to also buy that many more yards, and we just couldn't do that. It was just because they still sell that by the tube, so we just decided we would go that way. The next FlossTube is December 4th. On December 2nd is going to be a couple of videos, right? December 3rd. Is there a video on how to stitch faster or more efficiently? I do this, I just go through one at a time. We did a video years ago with Chelsea, where she was showing me how to stitch in hand. I can tell you that Priscilla stitches so fast. Like, this is how she stitches. Like, she puts it there and then she just rips it. And I'm just like, oh my God, she's stitching so fast. How's Piggy? He's good, but he's getting old. Oh my God, Piggy, poor Piggy. Should I send you a photo? Yeah, let me text a photo to Jordan real quick. I have a picture of him the other night. It's so cute. I'm gonna text it. Can I text it to you, Jordan? Okay, I'm gonna text it. It's so cute. This is how he goes to bed every night. He's so spoiled. But he is definitely getting older. He's moving much slower. Like in the morning when I put him outside, he like looks at me like, "Don't make me go." But he's definitely slowing down. But he's still just as fun. Like, he'll still run around and like throw he'll still do the puppy stuff, like where we throw toys and stuff, but he's much lazier than he ever was. Okay, so now I'm going to show you 4 things that Cheryl has finished. Some of these you've seen, some of them you haven't. They're all fall themed. So the first one is called Be Thankful, and she just started this one. Jordan, would you like to pronounce that? Say it out loud so I don't have to. There you go. She is stitching this on 36 count bramble by This fabric is 36 count bramble by Picture This Club. Okay, sorry. Let me start over. 36 count bramble by Picture This Plus. 1 stitch, 1 strand over 2 squares called for DMC. And I don't think she's changed any colors yet. So that's the first one.
This is the pattern.
So from the Hello Autumn book, Folksy Thomas is within this book by Teresa Kogut. This is 40 count Moonstone linen by Fiber on a Whim, called for DMC Classic Colorworks and Weeks Dye Works, 1 strand over 2 squares. And so that again is from the Hello Autumn book. I think she's stitched some other things from this book also. And then the next one's finished. We have 2 more. 2 are finished and 1 is partially. This one's really big. First, I'm going to show you the pattern. This is Little House Needleworks, Gather Ye Pumpkins. I think this came out this year or last year. I can't remember which. And we're just going to do this. So this is a frame from Hobby Lobby. It's from, I'm going to show you the back. It doesn't really have a number. It says 0123. So basically this fabric right here is a fabric from Fiber on a Whim. This fabric is from Fabric Flair, 28 count. It was part of the linen club for Fabric Flair this year. And I don't know if we still have it in stock or not, but basically this is all screen printed and then the stitches is on top. She finished this, I think she finished this last year, because I think she started it 2 years ago or a year ago. And this is just a wood frame and she finished it herself. So she took what was inside here and finished it. And then I'll show you the beautiful top. So pretty. So unfortunately, the Hobby Lobby number on the back, it doesn't really tell you what number it is. So I can't give that to you. This is Thankful PDF, What's in My Cup by Stitching with the Housewives. She finished this previously. This is 32 count charcoal Lugana, 2 strands over 2, Classic Colorworks. And then this is a wood pumpkin from Hobby Lobby, and then she added the greenery right here. And then this is Preschooler November. And we showed it to you stitched before. Now it is finished. There is no glass in her frame. She had this custom framed at Hobby Lobby with about 1.25 inches showing. Now, I wanted to tell you, Preschooler has January through December. Some of them are out of print. So when you go to our site, you might see like November, February, April. You might only see a couple of months. They bring these monthly series in and out of print, if that makes sense. But hopefully this one is still in print and custom framed at Hobby Lobby. Okay, so let's talk about the live stream schedule for December, because there's 2 people in this room that are getting married. So we are having one more live stream, December 4th. December 10th, they're getting married. So you can put little emojis in the chat. And then after December 4th, I will be back January 8th for my whip parade. And so December 4th, I'm going to show you everything I finished through this year. And I should have one unfinished project. I will also show that, but there should only be one thing that's not finished. In January 8th, I'm going to show you my plans for 2025. It's going to be different than I've done in the past because I have a daughter that's a senior, and I need to get her graduated and to college, and I need to stay alive. Have you ever had a teenager? Oh my God. I don't even know what's going on. And then also, because they're getting married, Denise has done some beautiful finishing videos that we're going to release so that there is enough stuff to keep you guys busy. Okay, so now I'm going to show you new items. If you have any questions, start throwing them in because we're getting towards the end. I've shown this previously, but the needle minders of the month are Flamingo Toes. They're 30% off through the end of November. Our flash sale today is this pattern, Houses on Blueberry Hill cross stitch pattern, on sale today only. Now today we are having a cross stitch.
It was yesterday.
Oh, yesterday we had a cross stitch sale in our newsletter. So make sure you're in both our quilting and our cross stitch newsletter. We have this brand new limited edition Fat Quarter Shop 18-ounce favorite star mug. So this, if you go to Starbucks, this will fit a grande because I have kind of all those sizes memorized. So we had an aqua. Now we did a smaller one. This can work. The brand is Swig. It can work with hot or cold. Great Christmas gift. I think I'm going to give this as a Christmas gift to so many people because it is quilty, but it's also very Christmas. So very excited about this. And this is just like the Aqua Cup. It's a one-time thing. We're going to do this one. And then next year, 2025, towards the end of the year, we'll do another one. And we'll keep them the same, just change the color. Other new items, we have new Stitching with the Housewives patterns. These are all PDFs. Now, for Jolly Housewives, what that is that we started a couple years ago, I don't know, maybe 5 years ago, is you just Stitching with the Housewives Christmas throughout December. So all of these are part of that. Candy Canes Roundabout. Feels Like Christmas Roundabout. Oh, What Fun Roundabout. There will be 2 more. Now, if you watch their video from Saturday, you will see that this year's roundabouts have pink in them to give it more of that. There's a lot of pink going on right now. So these all have pink. If you don't like pink, you can always put ribbon red or licorice red. The Sassy Strippers are the traditional red. This is Gingerbread Stack. Mrs. Chicken Strip. Chicken Strip Santa. Rudolph and Friends. So there will be 5 of these also. So if you want to, in addition to the Farmyard, also do all of these, I have so many of their Christmas done that I think if I did any more, Kevin would literally die. He's like, you have so many decorations, but I did do something really funny. He hasn't figured it out yet. So, and I have 2 more to show you, but I'm going to get sidetracked. Okay. So I like to decorate a lot for Christmas. Too much. I have too much stuff. I don't have anywhere for it to go. It drives my kids crazy. It drives Kevin crazy. So I just decided I'm just going to pile it on, right? Just going to keep going. So there was this, we buy things wholesale and sell them. But in these wholesale catalogs, sometimes I might just write a check and buy myself something. So I bought this sleigh. It is so big. It is this huge box in our garage. He hasn't said a word about it. It's actually in front of a door that we had to start using because he never once asked me what was in that box. That is how messy and disgusting our garage is. We have bikes laying everywhere. My kids don't ride bikes anymore. They're 6'2". I don't even know if they could fit on these bikes. I am just like waiting until we put up Christmas. I'm going to bring that in by myself. I'm going to set it up and he's going to die when he walks in the house because it is the sleigh. And what I'm going to use it to put all the gifts in. It's going to be so cute and he's just going to be like, what is this? And I'm going to say, hey, it's been in the garage for like, I don't know, 2 or 3 months. You didn't notice? Then there's some football. These are really cute. There's football roundabouts. Are you ready? And touchdown. And then one of them has a bonus, and the bonus says faith family football. Oh, sorry. And then there's 2 others that go with this that we showed previously. So what you could do is you could do all 4. You could put them in like a tree, or you could do 4 and just put them all in one piece if you wanted to, I guess. Well, I guess you couldn't really put them all on one piece, but there's a lot of different ways you could finish them, I guess. Bent Creek has popcorn of blessings and cat and bones. And these are featuring pearl cotton threads. The last in the Fabulous House series, number 12, is Log Cabin by Cottage Garden Samplings. And I have not received an email on if she is doing a series for 2025. If she does, we will offer that as a club. I just don't know if she's doing one yet. But this one is, I love the Log Cabin. So cute. October House Fiber House has Arbor Love, Arbor Lane, and Topiary Row. I have to apologize. When I start talking and I try to make myself talk really slow, I start fumbling on my words. Now from Primrose Cottage, there's a lot of new ones. There's Christmas Word Tree, Cocoa Quaker, Cocoa Quilt, and Christmas Magic. I love this one. I would stitch it in licorice red and 4-leaf clover and bamboo. Please post pictures of the sleigh when I put it up. Oh, I'm gonna post pictures. He's gonna really be mad though. Shannon Christine has 2 patterns, Frosty Drinks and Pumpkin Pie. Also by Stitching with the Housewives. Now the ones I showed you previously, those are PDFs. This is the Snowdrop Street, which I was telling you was the next one. So I'll finish it as a house. And then St. Nick's Tree Farm. I have both of these kitted up. And I might or might not make this one. It's going to depend on my schedule for December. Kevin, we don't really plan his Christmas with his family until later in December because there's a lot of people, and then his sister has to work around her ex-husband's schedule, that kind of thing. So I'm doing my family Christmas in January with my family. So depending on when we do this and how that works out and if I have to cook or not, will determine if I do this. Fragments in Time 2024 and Bountiful Thanksgiving by Summer House Stitch Works. This is kind of on my bucket list to do something where I do a little fray on the edge. And then I'm getting to the last two, so definitely put your questions in. Tidy Modernist Ornament Series 5 through 8. I showed the previous one about a month ago. The Christmas Cuckoo Clock. This is part 3 of a 4-part series, so it kind of started, I don't remember who it started at the top, or I can't remember. Autumn Night Garden and the Tarot, part 10 of 12. With Thy Needle, we have Peace and Goodwill, Sandy Gervais, Christmas Swan, and Candles of Christmas. I love this one. I love little angels. Really cute. Okay, so that's what I have today. I'm going to answer all the questions you have. And of course, if I don't get to your question, or just so you guys know, I'm 30 seconds behind. So when we end the video, you could have a question sitting there that I never see. So Ashley will answer those after. The temperature houses would be cute and a big pillow. Yeah, that would be really cute. That would require me to sew. Which stitch along is best for a new stitcher, monthly or quarterly? I think the Stitch Quarterly, which would be really cool. We can give you a hint to next year's Stitch Quarterly in 2 weeks. The theme all goes together this year, and it's kind of a folksy theme. Will I be getting more oatmeal 18 count? Yes. And so with that, the company who ships that, they ship 6 weeks after we order, and but we do have it on order. I heard there's a bonus house that will be part of your club. Yes, and it will come in the club, right, Denise? Mm-hmm. On the Bent Creek charts, what size fabric did they use? I think they used 10 count, but let me look. They usually use 10 count.
20 count linen. 20
count linen. Okay, so let me show you. I can't show you the whole thing because it'll give you. So the Popcorn and Blessings, it comes with this. This is 20 count linen and the pearl cotton. The other one does not come with thread or fabric, just this one. And so this is, I would say, very similar to the stiffness of Monaco. And so very crunchy, very thick. And if you're doing this, I would recommend a size 20 or a size 24 needle if you don't have one of those. There's Pinky! And there's my messy bedroom. So that's how Pinky goes to bed every night. He's so spoiled. You can see his little gray hair under his chin, but he's, and he wears that little thing instead of a collar just because it's safer for pugs. But yeah, you can tell he's getting old. He's so sweet. And it's funny because when I get up in the morning and I go take a shower, he gets and sits right next to Kevin. And Kevin does not, he just never had a pet. He's not a fan of dogs. And he's like, oh my God. And then I come out of the shower and Piggy's like all snuggled with him. I think Kevin secretly likes it, but he just won't say it. So I hope all of you have a great Thanksgiving. I hope you have like stuff going on with friends. I hope you have wonderful 2 weeks. I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. And thank you to Denise for putting all of this live stream together. That was a ton of work, a ton of details. I hope that I covered everything. And I did try to go slow, even though it's really hard for me to do. And remember, we have the new Jolly Housewives shirts, and I'll see you guys in 2 weeks.